Thanks, Lily. Hi everyone, thanks very much. My name's Sonia Carol O'Hara and I work in the Sustainable Energy Authority of Ireland. And thank you to Katrina and Deirdre, and thanks to you all coming today. Just to say that this is a very condensed presentation. There's lots we could have said, but we just had to leave a lot of stuff out. And for myself, I just have 4 slides. I'm just going to give you a very high level overview and remind everyone of why we're here. So who is SEAI? And forgive me for speaking from notes. So SEAI is responsible for delivering Ireland's energy revolution. We work with homeowners, businesses and communities to create a cleaner energy future. Everyone has a role to play. We must decarbonise the energy used to take part in everyday life. We need to use less energy and find new ways of working that have respect for the environment and the planet's resources as core principles at the centre of everything we do. So what do we mean when we say to decarbonise? And ultimately that's the crux of the issue, and that's taking out the fossils, so oil and gas, and switching to renewables, particularly for the energy used for heating and cooling. That's where a lot of the load is. So that's what we mean when we say to decarbonise. So SEAI and other organisations across Europe and the world underpin their climate objectives with various different types of legislation and statutory instruments. And in Ireland, one of these instruments is the Climate Action and Low Carbon Development Amendment Act 2021. And from this piece of legislation falls the National Climate Objectives and Ireland's National Climate Action Plan. Now, it's not entirely necessary to know the detail behind all of these instruments, but it's good for you to know that they exist and that there is a structured governance-based approach to mitigating and reversing the effects of climate change. So the United Nations does have a lot to say about what the role of business is in the climate change space. So one of the things they say is we are at a code red for humanity to confront the climate emergency. It says history has taught us that the leaders who succeed are the ones who meet the needs of the future. Private sector climate action and leadership will be critical to the transition to a net zero resilient future by 2050. Businesses need to respond to urgent calls to decarbonise at the pace and scale required to limit global warming to 1.5 degrees. Just for my last slide, I wanted to take some headlines around coastal erosion. And you know, I did take this speaking engagement. I'm local enough to Malahide. I'm not from Swords. We bought our house there in 2016, so I'm a bit of a blow into the area. But I've come to know that that area down by the estuary is a treasure. You know, we've got the swans, the trains, the beaches, and it's a beautifully biodiverse haven in what is essentially an urban area. And flooding is not new to that area down by Bissett Strand, but it's the frequency and intensity that's changing. And I wanted to give that local focus in my presentation today to demonstrate to you all, to the business leaders in Malahide, that climate change is not something that's happening over in Bangladesh or Libya or in Central Europe. It's here already, and the evidence for that is in increased frequency and intensity of storm and flood activity, amongst other indicators. And I'm guessing that coastal erosion is a pretty relevant topic for this chamber and for all business and property owners in Malahide. And so while there are wider concerns around biodiversity, water quality, etc., biodiversity loss and water quality, etc., the real game in town, if we are to mitigate and reverse climate change, is to decarbonise the energy we use, primarily for heating and cooling. And it's not enough to keep putting this off. The time for change is now, and it's urgent. So that's the bad news, and now I'm going to give you to Corey.
Thanks very much, Anya, and thanks to Catherine and Deirdre as well. Great to see so many people here this morning. My name is Cormac McCarthy. I'm Programme Manager on the Business Supports Programme at SEAI, so we work primarily with small and medium enterprises. And I'd like to I'm not going to go through all the slides I have in the interest of time, but we talked about, you know, the climate, and you have a lovely part of the world here, and it's well worth protecting, and I'm sure everybody wants to do that. But you can also do that and save money. And we're looking at, you know, we're a sustainable energy authority, so we're looking at energy, but energy is actually money. So if you think of it in those terms, you know, it's worth considering it like that. So I'm not going to go through all of this, but we're supporting thousands of businesses across Ireland, small, medium and large. We have our Energy Academy with loads of learners signing up all the time. We work with large industry, we work with small industry, work with communities and individuals. So just to give you an example, like we've supported, you know, we've provided 70 million euros in grants and supported 5,000 businesses in the last number of years. And our main focus with small and medium industry is we realize you're starting, some people are probably just starting their journey, other people are maybe have made a little bit of progress. So we have these 3 pillars. So the first thing is to understand your energy use and understand where's that energy being used and what you can do about it. The second step is to assess that energy and create a plan and identify actions to follow up on. And then the third stage would be investment. And we have supports for all of those steps. Okay, some of them are educational supports and others are financial supports. So just on the first step, understanding your energy use and creating an action plan. So we have what we call our Energy Academy. It's a free online learning platform. It's really great. Whether you're a homeowner or a business owner, it's well worth signing up, looking at it, how to understand your energy bills, your electricity bills when it comes in, what is a heat pump, just information about electric vehicles and so on. There's loads of information there. So any of those renewable technologies that you hear people talking about, you can find modules. Very easy to use, very user friendly. So I would strongly encourage you all to look at our Energy Academy, and I guarantee you're going to learn something new out of it. And also you'll find opportunities in there that are no cost to you. So you can save up to 15% off your energy bills by just implementing some simple solutions. So I mean, the reasons for doing this as well is it's free training for yourselves and your staff. It's good for your brand image. I mean, you're going to want your employees to be engaged and to feel that they're working for somebody who's making a difference and creating some impact. And also you're going to save money and reduce wasted energy. So to create an energy action plan, we have energy management training. This is also free. You can sign up through our website on Ticket Tailor. The next training course is on the beginning of October, the 3rd of October. So look, it just will help you to understand the business case for doing this. You can, create an energy statement, which is something to work towards, and basically identify to save energy and create an action plan and take action on it. The next step is assess. So this is completing an energy audit. Now, every business here, and I know that some people here have already undertaken energy audits, and we're happy with those. But we have our support scheme for energy audits. It's well worth doing. It's essentially a free audit for your business. So everybody here who's a business owner should engage with this and sign up to it. You apply online. It's very straightforward. You'll get a voucher for €2,000, which will cover the cost of an energy audit. All you need to do is be tax compliant and spend more than €10,000 a year on energy, which, given the current prices, that's probably everybody in this room is spending that in their business. So we're open all year round as well. So what will that involve? So you'll apply online. You can select an energy auditor from a list of registered auditors, and they will come out to your business, do a site visit, analyse all the significant energy users on site, show you where the energy is going, suggest ways to zero cost or low cost ways to reduce that energy, and provide you with a detailed report on further opportunities that you can engage with SEAI, or you can engage with, for example, Enterprise Ireland as well, and there's a number of other agencies out there who have actual financial supports then to help you to invest in these opportunities. So it's well worth doing. So as I said, the Energy Academy is one, and then sign up for your free energy audit. And step 3 then is invest. So we have a number of schemes that are suitable for small and medium enterprises at SEAI. One of our most popular ones, which was only launched this year, is our solar PV scheme, the non-domestic microgen scheme. Okay, don't worry too much about the namings of these, but it's essentially a scheme for solar PV. So you can get up to €162,000 support. So you could have, if you have acres of land, you can fill them with solar panels. If you have a roof on your business, you can put a number of solar panels up there as well. Okay, you get approved straight away. It's very straightforward. Highly recommended. It's extremely popular, and people are delighted with it because it offsets their costs and carbon emissions as well. So we also have our support scheme for renewable heat. Now that's ideal for maybe a business that has a little bit more space, because you can You can get grant support of up to $1 million for heat pumps, but you can also get a tariff for using a biomass boiler. So this is getting rid of your fossil fuel boiler and replacing it with either a heat pump or a biomass or biogas boiler. And it's an excellent scheme. As I said, there's up to €1 million support for heat pumps, and the tariff scheme runs over 15 years, where you have a locked-in tariff that you'll be paid every year for 15 years based on the amount of energy you're saving. So that would be ideal for example, for a hotel or a business that has a little bit of space to put in that system. We also have our community energy grants. Also, you can apply online for that, where you'll speak to a project coordinator who will put your project in with a number of other projects in the community, and will put them forward for approval by SEAI and get grant supported there. So anything from a project from 50,000 up to €1.5 million can be supported there. And typically you get 30% grant support for the opportunities that you're looking to implement. And all those opportunities are coming out of your energy audit report. There's also support for electric vehicles. So there's 3,800 for vans, and larger vans are 7,600, and there's BRT relief as well. So if you have a vehicle for your business, it's worth considering switching over to electric. We have some other supports as well. We have a new scheme that's going to be launched before the end of the year, which will be of significant interest to all SMEs. So it's like a fast track support. It covers almost everything except for solar PV. So you can get your building management system, you can upgrade that system, you can get detailed design, so you can have a consultant come in and provide detailed design on how to decarbonize your business. And there's also like practical 30% financial support for things like heat pumps and other pumps, ventilation systems, solar thermal systems, automated building controls, and even the fabric upgrades as well, which is essentially insulation. So this is coming online before the end of the year. I don't have an exact date, but I would say, let's say it'll be there by December, so keep an eye out for it. We will be publicising it, and we expect a massive demand for this scheme. And we also have other online supports as well. So we have our YouTube channel where you can watch some interesting videos. We have some very good case studies of people who've been through the audits and taken action on that. And we're in partnership with some other organisations as well, such as Fudge Ireland and Diageo and all their supply chain as well. So you'll see examples of owners of businesses who've gone through this, done their energy audit, implemented actions from it, and then they're telling you how satisfied they are with it. So just to recap again, there's educational supports, which would be our Energy Academy and the free energy management training. And then there's also a government website, the Climate Toolkit for Business. That's really good as well. You hear a lot of talk about carbon footprints and understanding that, and you can go onto this site and calculate out, well, what is your carbon footprint of your business? So that's well worth having a look at as well. And we also have best practice guides online as well on our website. So go on to seai.ie and have a look. And then, as I said, there's the financial supports. So the energy audit, that's a no-brainer. Honestly, just while the supports are there, I would strongly encourage everybody to engage with it. Supports for solar PV, for heat pumps, biomass boilers, fabric upgrades, multiple measures like the community grant will support, and the new business energy upgrade scheme, and also electric vehicles. So sorry, that was a whistle-stop tour. We will stick around afterwards if anyone has any questions. It's great to see so many people here and interested in sustainability. So thank you very much. And